Hello everyone, welcome back to more. Oh god, again, no audio. Well, I do have audio, but like I think I can talk to Cash. So, journal. No, not really. Yeah. Anyway, welcome back to more Mass Effect. This is the one that I want to. What was it? What is this fucking? Uh, this is the one I want to track. Anyway, welcome back to more Mass Effect Andromeda. Last time was before I got my vaccination, which was fun. I actually did get it. I just, well, it was difficult in a sense. Like, most difficult part was really weird. It wasn't even the thing that I thought of. Also, I hate the way the camera's positioned. It feels awkward. It feels like it's, like, too high. You know, it feels like the camera should be lower, you know? Like, the middle of the camera should be maybe around, like, her, I don't know, like her shoulders, I guess? I don't know, it feels so weird that it's so high up. I can see everything up there, but I can't really see, like, I don't know, it just makes me feel weird. It doesn't feel right. Thinking with Shepard, it was lower. Anyway. But yeah, basically, I'm gonna just talk a little bit about the vaccination while also doing this bullshit.
Help you?
Pathfinder Ryder, here to see Nilk and Rensis.
Ah, our murderer. Wife's here all the time. Guess she told you her sob story. Milken, you're moving up in the world. There's a Pathfinder wanted to chat with you.
The Pathfinder, huh? They called in the big guns to exile Andromeda's first murderer.
Your wife's all broken up over this. She says you didn't do it, and that she loves you.
She's a wonderful person. At this point, it's too late. They found me guilty.
Why don't you tell me what happened?
I was part of the futile effort to set up a colony on Eos. We were on our last legs, overrun by hostiles, our leader dead. The security chief, Reynolds, my friend, he refused to call for evacuation. I argued with him. Everyone saw.
Last I checked, getting into a spat wasn't against the law.
There's more. He ordered us to regroup and counterattack. We were moving through a sandstorm. I saw movement, thought it was the Ket, and I guess I panicked and fired. A witness saw the chief's chest explode.
So it was unintentional.
Sounds like an accident.
That's what I told them. But I was enraged when we argued. There's a recording. It's ugly.
Let me hear it.
Everyone's certain I did it on purpose so we could evacuate. Only my word otherwise.
Don't give up.
Don't throw in the towel yet. I'll review the evidence. Maybe I can find something that'll help.
That would be great.
Is it just me or is...
You're a Pathfinder. I'm sure Kandros would give you access.
Yeah, you better.
Maybe there's still hope.
He's a friend. Is it just me or is like the body movement like really unnatural? I don't know. The way that you know Ryder moved kind of fucked me up. But also like I said, the camera feels like it's too high. It feels like it should be lower. You know, it feels like with like Shepard it was lower, so you can get like a good view of the terrain and shit like that. But yeah. But anyway, so I went over there to get the shot. It was horrible. First of all, I had to wait, which I didn't like. But yeah, we went over there in like a van. Oh my god, what the fuck? Were you flying?
That's the console for our strike teams.
What are they?
Assault
I don't
and
give a
extraction
fuck.
squads.
Oh, come on.
When we need the best, I have Apex. Combat experts who've signed up to defend
Oh,
us.
come on, hey.
Since you have a front row view of the cluster, I can give you authority to dispatch them.
You're trusting them to me?
I'll deploy your people carefully, Kandros.
Appreciate that, Ryder. But trust me, Apex can handle themselves. Authorization complete. Good luck out there.
That is not at all why I came here, you bastard. Any words with you again?
No news on the Turian Arc yet. Or is this militia business?
Fucking murder case, dude.
I spoke with Nilk and Rensis, the man found guilty of the murder on Eos.
Yes, our first murder here in Andromeda. I wish it had been our last. When the colony attempts failed, it didn't help spirits that a high-ranking officer was killed by one of our own. The mutiny here on Nexus was probably inevitable, but this acted as a spark.
Doesn't seem right to put all that on him.
Of course it isn't, but that's the perception. Despite the lack of physical evidence, everything added up. His only defense was, trust me, I didn't mean to do it.
And you assume he's lying.
What's a lie to a murderer? Look, knock yourself out. A key witness, Cassidy Shaw, works in operations. Go ahead and talk to her. And there's a recording of the perpetrator threatening the victim. I'll let you cue it up on the console there.
Thank you.
As far as I'm concerned, this case is closed.
As far as I'm concerned, this case has just been reopened.
Bye, Kandros. Duty calls.
Yeah.
You and me both, Pathfinder.
Nice how you are like the... I'll listen to the record. I think the recording is better. I might be able to get some more from the witness if I listen to the recording.
The Nexus versus Colonist Nilkin, Evidence 7A.
Hiram! Hiram! They've seized the compound! Call for evacuation!
We're not giving up, Nilkin. We're taking it back.
No! I'm not letting your ego get us killed! Even if I have to...
No! Get him off me! Get him off me!
That does indeed sound very deeming, but... too bad we don't have video evidence. Shut up, Liam. I don't like you. You pissed me off. You upset me.
You'd be surprised.
But yeah, but like we went over there in like a van, and then it was like okay, because like apparently some people were supposed to like fucking hell. Oh, you're up here. You words now. Oh my God, your hair color. No, I find you guilty. You're the one who did it.
Cassidy Shaw? I'm Ryder.
What the
I'm
fuck
looking
is
into
that
the
hair?
murder case.
Ew.
Oh man, I thought that was over
It's
with.
disgusting.
Have you heard the audio recording of their fight?
Yes.
I helped pull him off Chief Reynolds. You could see it in his eyes. He was gonna kill him. Then in the sandstorm, I had a pretty clear view of the chief. He looked right at Nilkin and shouted no. Then his chest burst open. I'll never forget it. The look on his face was pure shock.
Alright, I kind of feel like you know a little bit too much about this. I could find you the suspect.
Reynolds was leading you back to retake the compound. Did you agree with that?
No.
It wasn't my place to agree or disagree. He was ranking officer.
The fuck did you want?
In retrospect, it is ironic. If he hadn't been killed, we all probably would have died.
Did you see any Ket in the vicinity?
Nilkin said so, but not that I could see. Still, the sandstorm was severe. Visibility wasn't great.
Did he regret it?
Did Nilkin seem remorseful?
I lost sight of Nilkin in the turmoil. When we found him, he seemed in shock. He couldn't speak. He looked nauseated.
And that...
Could have been guilt. The reality of the act sinking in.
If they'd fought and Nilkin threatened to kill him, why was Reynolds surprised?
Fronts fight, say things they don't mean, maybe even hurt each other. But you don't expect your best friend to shoot you. To me, that's the saddest part. The chief's heart was broken right before it exploded.
I appreciate the information.
Of course. It kills me we had to leave him behind. He deserved a proper funeral.
So the body was never examined? Important piece of a murder investigation.
Yeah, what the fuck?
Tann wouldn't allow a mission to go back for him. Said it was too dangerous.
Oh my God, again, no, but Tann is the one who does the fucking main mission, isn't he? He's the jackass that goes about the main mission. No, I didn't want to track that, I'm sorry. Yeah, God damn it, he does the main mission. Well, everything leads back to Tann, I guess. So now we are forced to talk to him. But yeah, we got there, and there was like a piece of paper that we were supposed to like, that we had to fill in. I didn't do it because the person who works here and, in a sense, quote unquote, let's say quote unquote helps me. I mean, she kind of does, but like on different things. Anyway, she apparently already filled it in, which is actually good because I looked back on the paper first, and I was like, oh God, what the fuck even are these questions? Have you ever been sick after a vaccination? I don't fucking remember. I think the last vaccination I got was when I was like, what, 6? Get the fuck out of here. I don't remember that. I don't remember any of that shit. I don't remember when I got my last vaccination. I don't remember if I got sick from it. Probably did, because I'm afraid of needles. So, simple as that. Anyway, so yeah, afterwards we had to, like, in a sense, we walked in and it was like, you know, like there was this woman who kind of did a speech, and yeah, it was all fine until she said like one thing where it's like, okay, she was like, yeah, all right, so afterwards, where I want to see all the piece of paper that we had to fill in, and then you either have to go to the doctor, and I guess that might be for a quick test or some shit like that, or you can get vaccinated. I was like, oh, for fuck's sake, please tell. I thought this, and I kind of said this out loud as well, but like I said it like softly, so I said it, but like I didn't yell it, and I was like, oh, for fuck's sake, please tell me you didn't ruin it. That was like, in a sense, in my head towards the woman, where it's like, please don't tell me you fucking ruined this for me. So I gave the piece of paper and it's like, okay, you can get vaccinated. It's like, oh, thank God she didn't fuck it up. And then I had to stand in a fucking like row, in a sense. Like I had to wait, and I had to give my ID, which I don't have because I'm stupid. It's like, can I see your ID? I don't have one of those. My brain isn't well developed enough for me to be able
This
to
is
have
the
one of
planet
those.
where we
Fuck.
landed. Habitat 7. It wasn't even close to livable.
That's been true of every world we've found.
Fun.
Ryder, we were discussing your next expedition.
About time.
Good. I was starting to wonder who was in charge around here.
Director Addison is entitled to her opinion, and mine overrules hers.
That's good, because I hate her.
I oversee the entire initiative, and I have decided to give you a chance to prove yourself.
Thank you, man.
To that end, the Scourge dealt us a serious blow. Whatever it is, our scientists theorize it's not natural.
An artificial energy cloud?
Yes.
It wasn't here when we left the Milky Way.
From the cat.
Yet it rendered all the golden worlds unlivable. Then there's the aliens you ran into. The Ket. They're obsessed with alien structures we found scattered around the cluster. They'll do anything to prevent others from accessing them. It seems murder isn't exclusive to the Milky Way.
Your accent
And
sounds
now the
weird.
challenge is to
and
settle a
stupid.
world in spite of all that. This one here. Eos.
How?
You need to increase the viability of the planet to establish an outpost. Then we can bring more colonists out of stasis. The more colonists we have, the more resources we can gather to support the Nexus. Everything depends on it. There are 6 worlds we hope to settle.
Okay, but you said every planet you found is unlivable, so how do I...
A good Pathfinder would relish the challenge of solving it.
Yes, but
Right.
getting
I think I
myself
should
some
go check
info
on
would be
things.
nice.
And if I fail, I guess it's no sweat off your back, right? You'll just look for another Pathfinder?
Placing
Yes.
bets on people is part of my job. Some of them pay off. Others...
Don't play games with me.
The way I see it, you need me. If I pull this off, maybe you'll look like the leader you pretend to be.
Ha!
But first, you have to succeed at being the Pathfinder you pretend to be.
Bitch, fuck you. I never pretended.
Where's my ship?
They're prepping it now in the docking bay. The coordinates for Eos will be in the computer.
Don't care.
And when you have a moment, we should discuss the missing arcs.
We should
I was
discuss
wondering
more.
about that.
Sorry.
Something wrong?
Headache from the vaccine, my bad.
Ryder, please see me and Sam node on the Hyperion. Your implant needs attention, and we need to discuss a confidential matter.
No, I'm fine.
Yeah, well, I don't have time for this bullshit. Need to talk to this dumbass.
Ryder, you may have a less than flattering view of me, but
I have a
want to
less than
express my
flattering view
condolences
of
for your father.
everyone here except
I
for the
appreciate
Krogan
it.
and the Turian.
I didn't know him very well, although I understand he played a key role in planning the initiative. I'm sure he'd be concerned that we still have several arcs missing.
I'll fight him, don't worry about it.
They're as much a part of the initiative as the human arc. We'll find them.
We have to. Tens of thousands of colonists are unaccounted for. It paints the initiative in an unflattering
I feel like
light.
each
Did
one of
you
them.
have some other business?
Yes, the fucking murder charge. Anyway, also, like, I feel like each one of them might have a crewmate for me. So, I need those fucking arcs because if there's one person there who's going to be part of my crew.
I'm looking into the Nilken Rensis murder charge.
I don't think they're going to give you
And?
everyone at the beginning. Oh,
I
for
want to go to
fuck's
EOS
sake.
and retrieve Chief Reynolds' body.
Yeah.
That
Oh, God.
isn't usually Pathfinder business.
Don't care. Make
First
it.
murder in Andromeda. And I'm impartial. Figured you'd want to get it right.
Yeah.
Settling an outpost comes first.
Motherfucker.
But I suppose I have no objections. Physical evidence will only bolster the case.
I'm hoping it proves something else happened.
This case has been a political nightmare. With all we've been through, the people need stability.
Uh-huh.
I hope anything you find reaffirms what's been done, but if it sheds a different light, we'll deal with it.
It could even be...
We'll send the coordinates of the murder scene. Good luck.
Now, but now I got a wheel of fortune again, so let's talk.
Any more information you can give me on the missing arcs?
No, and that is the distressing part. The Asari, Turian, and Solarian arcs are completely unaccounted for.
Shame.
If they had the same problems with the Scourge that we did, I fear the worst. Should you find any clues, please investigate. Without the other arcs, the promise of the initiative can never be fulfilled.
Are there any other arcs we should expect?
No.
We had hoped Quarians would be part of the first wave, but before departure in 2185, we got word they had technical problems with their ship.
Ah, for fuck's sake.
It seems they're also bringing along Drell, Hanar, and other species as
Drell!
well. Managing all of their biological needs caused complications. We won't see them for some time to come.
We won't see them at all because they're not in this fucking game, I don't think. And a sequel ain't happening, I don't think. I don't know, they're working on a new Mass Effect game, but like tossing Andromeda under the bus like that just because BioWare is incompetent doesn't really mean anything in my opinion. It's like, it's so sad.
Sounds like
There's
the
potential
Nexus has had
here.
a rough time of it.
Publicly, I would say we're more than up for the challenge. Privately, I can tell you, it's been a disaster. The Scourge killed hundreds, many of them our senior leadership. Even the founder of the initiative, Gian Garson, is dead.
But yeah, in my opinion, what they should have done is just like, the way that BioWare should have done this was kind of like, because like no matter what, all these games need to be on the same console. Because of the whole, you can transfer your save file to the next game and continue on where you left off in that sense, like with the original Mass Effect trilogy. Which makes sense that you can do that stuff. So all the games need to be on the exact same system for that to make sense. And then they fuck it up by just not having all the games on the exact same system because this game came out in 2016. And a new Mass Effect game has been announced. First of all, we won't know when it's coming out. Second of all, it's coming out for PS5 and Xbox Series X. Third of all, first of all, also, like, 2.5 of all. Second 0.5, I guess, of all. Second 0.5 might make it be better. Anyway, second 0.5 of all. I'm not gonna buy an Xbox Series X. I don't have a fucking interest in it at all. And third of all, you can't fucking continue on the save file from PS4 to PS5. Which also, I'm wondering how they're gonna do that with the Legendary Edition, because I'm not replaying Mass Effect.
How did Jean Garson die?
With the rest of the leadership.
Cool.
When the Nexus hit the Scourge, a large wing of stasis pods was destroyed. They were killed instantly. These people traveled 600 years and died before they even woke up.
Well, at least they...
Jean Garson never glimpsed Helios. She never saw her vision realized.
I don't necessarily care too much, because she doesn't even know.
Kandros mentioned something about hitting the Scourge. How did it play out?
Criminal elements took advantage of the emergency and preyed on people's fears. An uprising followed. We had no choice but to turn to the Krogan to deal with them. They crushed the mutiny and the criminals were banished. Exiles, we call them. I doubt we've heard the last of them. They're led by an outlaw, Sloane Kelly. She used to be one of ours.
Who is this Sloane Kelly?
She was head of
Sloane.
security on the Nexus. She
Sloane.
opposed the uprising at first, but eventually turned traitor and joined them.
I don't really know.
Misguided sympathy for the plight of the common citizen? Nonsense. They posed a direct threat to our existence.
Where are them Krogans?
There don't seem to be many Krogan around.
Good riddance.
Fuck
The
you.
Krogan demanded a greater say in political matters. The last place you want them involved. Their muscle, nothing more. Good for fighting and lifting heavy objects. When they didn't get what they wanted, they left.
You really don't like Krogan, do you?
Why don't you like the Krogan?
It's common knowledge that they are a violent, ignorant species. Long ago, they waged nuclear war on one another. Their planet was decimated. My people tried to uplift them, but the Krogan could never tame their worst instincts. What if they bring their tempers to Andromeda? We'll all be dead.
You're an idiot, don't you get that the whole reason that shit kind of also happened was because of the genophage?